welcome. This is my max speed and stealth resource farmer build. Getting right into it, I'm a Khajiit. This is mainly for their passive that reduces the detection radius of stealth. That's right here, decreases your detection radius by 3 meters. Going into stats, I have 64 points into stamina. Using the Thief Mundus Stone, you could also use the Serpent if you feel you want a little bit more recovery. And we're also a Vampire Stage 1. This is to negate the movement speed penalty in stealth. And I'm using Longfin Pasty with melon sauce for food. You could use Bewitched Sugar Skulls if you want a little bit more stats, but this build doesn't really need that. You're not going to be in combat a lot. Moving on to my skills and my two-handed bar. This will be your bar when you do get into combat. We are using Relentless Focus, Rally, Camel Hunter, Stampede, and Carve. You can also use Brawler instead if you feel like you want a bigger shield. That's completely up to you. And then Dawnbreaker is Smiting. Back bar will be a bow. We're using Race Against Time, Leeching Strikes, Shadowy Disguise, Concealed Weapon, and I have Shadow Silk right now on the back bar. That's just for when you're grouped up, if you're doing like a dungeon or something, to give your group a synergy. This could also be Venom Arrow from the bow line, could be Endless Hail from the bow line. This is really a flex spot that you can put anything you want. And then Soul Siphon, this is just so I can heal if I'm in a group. Moving on to the gear. Start with Ring of the Wild Hunt. Now this does not have to be swift traded, I just haven't transmuted it yet. You could make this infused mag recovery or bloodthirsty mag recovery. It's up to you if you want a little more damage or a little bit more magical recovery. We are going with Darlock Bray's Ring, Darlock Bray's Amulet, and then we'll have a 3-piece Night Terror. That is because it reduces the radius you can be detected while sneaking by 2 meters, along with reducing the cost of sneak by 26%. Seducer, we're using this 2-piece just for the mag recovery. Make sure it's medium legs, medium hands of the Seducer, Night Terror waist, Darlock Bray shoulders, Night Terror chest, and Balorg's helm. You could also use Magma Incarnate Helm if you feel like you want the 129 stam and mag recovery over the 124 weapon damage that Balorg's gives. That's completely up to you. On the two-handed bar, we are using a Master's Perfected Maul. It would be ideal if you had a Greatsword. If you do not have any Master's two-handed weapons, you can craft a Red Eagle's Fury Greatsword. That will give you a line of 124 weapon and spell damage. And then on the back bar, we are using a Darlock Bray bow. This can really be any trait you want it to be. Doesn't particularly matter. This bar is just for traveling purposes when you're in stealth. Going into the champion tree, I'll show green because you absolutely need Steed's Blessing in the green tree. This is 20% move speed out of combat. Whatever else you put is up to you. However, I do highly recommend Master Gatherer and Plentiful Harvest. This is just so you can get nodes faster. And then the third one's up to you. I currently have Treasure Hunter just to get extra quality loot out of chests. However, if you go in the pickpocketing route, you could also go Cut Purse. Moving on to the blue tree, we have Reaving Blows. This is just for free healing off of your carbs, especially with the Master's 2H. This is 7% damage for all damage done. If you do get into fights with a lot of mobs around you in AoEs, just spamming your carve with it giving you the small shield that it does, plus the CP will keep you at full health. We also have Untamed Aggression for the 150 weapon and spell damage. And then Biting Aura, which increases our AoE damage by 10%. Stampede and Carve are going to be your two main damage abilities on this build. And then Master at Arms just to increase any direct damage done. Moving on to the red tree, we have Bloody Renewal, just for the stamina recovery. Rejuvenation, Boundless Vitality. And then I'm using Bastion. This is just so you get 15% more shields on your Carve and Brawler. You don't have to take this one, this is more of a personal preference one. If you don't take this, I'd either recommend Slippery, because this is basically, if you were to get stunned, it'll break you free immediately, you don't waste your stand breaking free. Or if you feel like you want a little bit more armor, you can go into Fortified. Now, just to give an example, the build Wallet is in Stealth, so I'm going to crouch down here. And even without Race Against Time, this is Speed Cap, this is 200% speed, I'm fully in Stealth, I am hidden. How this is working is you have 100% speed as long as you are a Vamp in Stealth. You'll get an extra 45% from Ring of the Wild Hunt. You will get 25% from Concealed Weapon, which is my L1 skill. You'll get 20% from Steed's Blessing. And then if you want to push the extra 5%, you can keep Swift on your Wild Hunt ring. That will get you to 200%. Or you could use the Steed Mundus Stone. That is entirely up to you. The 5% difference is not going to make or break it. Even on front bar, you're still pretty fast compared to what someone normally would be able to do. However, stay on your back bar for max speed. That is all. I hope everyone has a good day, and I'll see you in the next build video.